Intel Overwatch Apex Season 1 quarterfinals. Today's matchup, Lunatic-Hai, Team KongDoo Uncia.
Welcome back to the OGN Esports Stadium here in Seoul, South Korea. Doe and Monte Cristo. What's your name again?
Monte Carlo.
Monte Carlo. With Monte Carlo once again. Lunatic-Hai versus KongDoo Uncia for our second best of 5 of the night. It's another quarterfinal match. A man of many names.
That's right.
Many names, Monte Cristo.
It's actually true.
You know,
the couch at Monte Cristo had many names himself.
There you go.
Lots of aliases that he used for his revenge dealings.
That's right. So, well, I guess we can't ask you what aliases you're going to use for your revenge dealings. We'll let it be a surprise. We'll all get to sit back and be surprised.
I used Mickey just now.
Mickey?
It was my revenge on Rogue.
Okay, all right, there you go. Well, man, that was an insane series. Envious taking down Rogue 3-2 with a sub. I mean, coming into it as a pretty big underdog. It really couldn't get much of a worse situation for those guys, having to find somebody at the last minute, getting to practice for like 3 days, coming in here, playing a great series. So, and they really read Rogue well. I mean, they knew what Rogue's game plan was going to be from the very beginning. They saw it, they adapted to it, they performed fantastically, and they're going to the semifinals.
Yeah, I do think there are lingering questions with the versatility that Envy is going to have in the long run. Again, they don't really have a Pharah player. They don't have a Genji player.
Sure.
Mickey played D.Va like 100% of the time, which means we know he can play
D.Va's
Zarya.
really good right now, man.
That's true. That's true. But I think that D.Va's ability to shut down Tavik in particular was impressive, but the deeper you go into this tournament, you know, you're going to have to adapt to more teams, and I think that they focused really well, had a great strategy against Rogue, but we're going to have to see that same creativity at every step if they want to win here at Apex.
Well, it's funny you mentioned that, Monte Cristo, because we're about to see Lunatic-Hai play against KongDoo Uncia, and we've been talking about teams, you know, that maybe have a bit of a struggle in this new meta, not the greatest hero pool available to some of their players, and Lunatic-Hai, while they performed really well, they've kind of done it in a very, you know, a single method, really. They don't have a whole lot of versatility with their DPS players, it seems like.
Yeah, that's true. We've seen them stick more or less to one composition. At the very least, if D.Va's going to be this strong, you want a guy like Miro at the helm of that particular hero. He already did. We've seen Lunatic-Hai play on this patch, and he already started to do some stuff with the D.Va.
Yeah.
Saw him troll around a little bit with the Sombra, and it wasn't the most serious game that they played. In their last match, got a pretty easy victory, honestly, but this is going to be a much bigger test, especially because all the players are telling us that KongDoo Uncia is amazing right now. So we'll see if it translates from the practice environment to the stage environment.
I mean, you don't want to give the scrims buzz too much.
You never do.
Believability, because yeah, we've heard a lot of people say a lot of things about scrims in different games, and it doesn't usually deliver, but the buzz is so strong right now. Everybody's saying KongDoo Uncia is really, really good. So we'll see. It certainly makes the match much more intriguing than it may have looked on paper.
Yeah, and we don't have to really take the scrims into account, honestly, because we've seen this team consistently get better. Remember that these guys played Energy and beat them 3-0, and Energy did not take a single point on any of the 3 maps.
Yeah.
So it was a complete shutout. They looked super good. Dance has been one of the most versatile DPS players we've seen in this tournament. He plays like 6 or 7 heroes pretty much equally with equal shares of time. So he's been a big factor, and Birdring on the Genji and Reaper has been a great secondary DPS star for this team.
Yeah, so I mean, it's going to kind of be the constant improvement and versatility that KongDoo Uncia brings versus Lunatic-Hai, and just their extreme talent at one specific thing.
Lunatic-Hai, Yu Jae-hong, Dean, Miro.
눈보라 뒤에다 던지죠.
괜찮아 보이는데.
눈보라 잘 들어갔어요. 엄청나게 잘
이번에
들어갔어요.
좋은데요? 이번에 좋은데요?
와.
Sky.
이거 갖고 있어요.
보세요.
자, 잡아봤고. 미로가
와, 이태준 그 와중에 뒤로 돌아왔어요.
네, 하지만 이태준
오,
하면서
이태준,
배제하고
그
미로
와중에
내줍니다.
진격자다.
Itaejun. Toby. Lunatic-Hai.
Well, there they are, and there is Miro, and come on, guys. You give all the highlight clips of the DPS, you don't give any highlight clips of Miro. The guy is like a god on Winston, and he's a great diva player, which could come into play a big amount in this match.
Absolutely, and that's been Lunatic-Hai's strength. Their tank line, their synergy between their tanks and supports. And Taejun, they live or die by whether Taejun has a good game, basically. Eska's been very consistent on hit scan, played a lot of McCree. So far, May and Reaper also started playing some more Soldier too, as during their last match after the patch.
Well, you know, the meme in Korea about Lunatic-Hai is if Taejun's doing poorly, he's your Taejun. If he's doing well, he's our Taejun.
That's right. I mean, the studio's just jammed now. There's so many people here. Lunatic-Hai, certainly the darlings of South Korea.
How could they not be, man? With players like Eska and Miro, this team is so good. And we will see if they've adapted to the new patch nicely. Again, you know, their last match we saw on this patch was pretty easy for them, and now I'm going to take a look at their opponents.
KongDoo Uncia. Fatal.
대박.
야, 흥분해서 소리 지르는 거 봐요.
Anchor. Dunse.
그리고 지금 했고.
원딜 그리고 둘 다 퍽에 가다가 디펜시 매트리스에
이거
Bird Ring. Bubbly. Lucid. KongDoo Uncia.
All right, here we go, and it's dance. It's not didn't say. I don't know where this pronunciation's coming from, but
And his beard is gone. He had
I know,
a
so
beautiful
sad.
beard that he shaved after they made it into the quarterfinals.
That is tragic, man.
I'm sure it will return. He had a very nice beard.
you know what else is kind of tragic? Panker stole one of Fatal's Reinhardt highlights there. It was Fatal that got the one against Energy in that match the other day. So Panker, quit stealing the highlights, man. You both got great Earth Shatters. Be happy about it.
Panker has been wonderful. I mean, it's really impressive stuff. And Fatal's been, you know, even before the Diva buffs, was toying around with Diva a little bit. But Dance, he has no hero that he's played for more than 25% of the game time so far, and that just shows how deep his pool is. McCree at 25%, Roadhog at 23%. But I mean, lots of Tracer, Reaper, Pharah. Even before Pharah was I don't know if I want to say buffed, changed. Let's go with that.
She was changed. A lot of people like the change, but it just kind of changes how she works rather than what she can do.
I mean, her jump jets were definitely buffed, right?
Oh yeah, well
great.
that's a buff. But as far as her rocket change,
Yeah,
that's where
that's
people can have
mixed
some
bag,
questions. Yeah.
mixed bag.
Lijiang Tower will be our first map of this best of 5. Starting things off with the control map as usual.
Excited to see what Lunatic-Hai is going to bring, because we didn't get to see their full hand of strategies in their last match, given the relative ease that they had against their opponents.
I'm excited about this one, man. A lot of hype coming into this best of 5 quarterfinal match between Lunatic-Hai and KongDoo Uncia. Winner moves on to the semifinals. Has Uncia improved to the level we've heard? Let's get in the game and find out.
I get it.
Welcome to Lijiang Tower. Apparently shorter than that other tower. over there.
Smaller
Battleground.
of 2 towers, potentially.
Lijiang Tower.
Here we go. They've got a nice garden at least. And a passable control center.
I don't know what they control there. It's kind of weird that they have that thing in the middle. Not too many actual monitors or workstations to control things up.
They've got a night market in their skyscraper though, which
That's
is
pretty
actually
cool.
pretty cool. Yeah.
It's a nice place to eat after work, you know.
Yeah, you just go down. Well, not when people are fighting in it, but normally when people aren't trying to control the point, it's pretty good. Miro right away on this Diva, and we thought we'd probably see him play this a bit more here as they get right into the action here against KongDoo Uncia. A fight on the high ground. Uncia goes to the Reinhardt barrier. First of all, Miro going deep, trying to get back lines, has to back away. Staying alive for a long time though. Man, the healing's been good, but now he's got hit with that biotic grenade. He has to back away, and now Dance and the rest of KongDoo Uncia pushing forward.
Yeah.
Oh, kill on Taejun there.
Yeah, Dean was actually hooked right at the start of that fight, which got the damage they needed necessary to kill the Reinhardt. And KongDoo Uncia, and we're seeing 2 mirrored teams, except Dan's going to be on the Soldier, and Eska will be on the McCree, so still using hit scan here.
Yep.
And the just initial battle straight up lost, and a hard push there by KongDoo. Backed up with a hook. Ooh, Eska missing quite a few shots right there.
There we go. He's got the Deadeye now. He decides to use it, but now the nano boost for KongDoo Uncia. Deadeye popped, and there the nice sleep dart onto Eska. Taejun, or really Jaehong rather, trying to stay alive, and he will succeed for the moment. Looks like for now, Lunatic-Hai pushing back. KongDoo Uncia getting some serious percentage. Nano boost onto Miro now, and he's going to get at least one. Yeah, finds the kill onto Birdring. And he's going to chill out. There we go. Point taken back by Lunatic-Hai. They'll get the percentage building.
And Panker was nano boosted very soon in that fight, but he didn't actually get much damage down. So the nano boost ended up being more of a wash. And Miro with Jaehong to get it up later. Just to zone him out.
All right, yep. Sends the exploding mech their way. Dean backing away now on that Reinhardt. KongDoo Uncia trying to find a way to push. There's the Earth Shatter. Got a block though. Jaehong gets 3 somehow. That was
What?
That was insane. I think that was like the world's biggest biotic grenade. I gotta see a replay of that, please. OGN, give me one. How did that happen?
We do see more Ana kills in the kill feed when Jaehong is playing than any other support player, but I have no idea how he got 3 right there.
That was 3 at the same time. I would love to go back and see a replay of that. You can only catch so much when the game is live. All right, meanwhile, we've got a Rodog coming in with the nano boost now. Birdring trying to follow up that Earth Shatter. He's got the sound barrier too. Goes for the hook, doesn't find it, so nano boost really not getting KongDoo Uncia a lot in terms of kills, but it will get them a big position and a point retake.
Eska, he did swap over, but the tack buys are so late there, and with the Reinhardt shield still up, he just can't get a lot of damage down.
Yeah. Lunatic-Hai right back on the point though. Miro getting the kill into Birdring, and they're going to keep going here. Eska untouched as he does a ton of damage here. They're sending Miro again in with that nano boost to zone people even more.
Both teams have had great teamwork so far.
Yeah.
You really see them capitalizing on their ults, using the timings and just pushing aggressively when they know they have these advantages. So let's see what we're going to be looking at here. KongDoo waiting right now. Both players will have Whole Hog up pretty soon. And they're going to initiate with the self-destruct. Picks up
Fatal
one.
finds the Dean. Wow, how did he manage to get that one? Dance comes in with the tack visor, looking for a bit more, picking away at Taejun, who's staying alive for the moment. KongDoo Uncia back on the point. They've nearly retaken it. They will. Wow, what a back and forth round this has been. Fatal on that Diva.
It's been really even and really well played by both sides. KongDoo Uncia, you see, they're not overcommitting. They initiate with the self-destruct. I think there was a hook from Birdring that actually caught the Reinhardt and caused him to die right there.
Could have been, yeah.
But otherwise, they maintain most of this ult advantage that they managed to build up. Lucid with a nano boost well ahead of Jaehong's right now.
Wow, they're just sending that Diva in just for zoning, and they're going to keep
Yep,
going.
there it is
Tanker
again.
in big trouble there. Taejun gets the kill. KongDoo Uncia trying to fight back. Birdring with the kill, and he's got the whole hog and the nano boost looking for the hook. Pulls in Eska. There's a nice one for Birdring to pick up, and they're up to 90%. KongDoo Uncia really threatening here. Sound barrier comes in for Lunatic-Hai, and they're on the point. Will they be able to take it back? Jaehong fighting the mini Diva, but there she goes. Taejun turning things around. Now it's overtime. KongDoo Uncia trying to fight to hold this point. 87% for Lunatic-Hai, so if they can retake it, they might be able to win the round, but it's getting tough. Taejun's still alive. There's a hook. Who's he pull in? It's Lucid. There goes the Ana. and they're going to force away KongDoo Uncia. Lunatic-Hai retakes the point, and it is dangerous now for KongDoo.
Yeah, absolutely, Doa. They're starting to clean him up and split spawn them. Almost certainly KongDoo have to back off and lose this point. They've got attack visor, but that is a huge ultimate used right there. Self-destruct for the zone. Who's on the point? Dance got back there. How did he get back there?
I did not know how he did it, man, but he is there trying to take it back, but overtime has begun. Uncia sends in Fatal, takes out Taejun. They're going to drop the Earth Shatter as well and send in Panker on that Reinhardt. He's got the nano boost. He's pushing back Lunatic-Hai, and they're going to lose the point again, 99 to 99. And KongDoo Uncia on the control center will take the first round here on Lijiang Tower.
That was probably the best single point of control I have seen in Overwatch, Doa. Really well played from both teams.
Serious.
Coordination on both sides, huge. Especially those initiations with the self-destruct. Lunatic-Hai tried to zone them out, but Dance somehow, some way avoided dying on that push, got in, probably dropped from above onto the point, and kept it alive just long enough for the retake. And because they still had the nano boost, because they still had the D.Va self-destruct, the zone was there.
Right.
And so KongDoo Uncia goes up by 1 point here on Lijiang Tower. Awesome Overwatch.
Well, I think we may be in for a very close one here today. But you know, more than anything, forget the strategy. I just want to know how Jaehong got 3 kills at the same time with Ana. I want to see if that was just a big biotic grenade. It had to have been, right?
Yeah, probably was.
Warms my bloodthirsty support heart.
And both teams are going to be playing identical compositions, so
yeah, back in the night market here. Miro once again on the D.Va. And yeah, identical comps what we saw last time. Oh, both teams go in right now. Chasing down Dance, and he gets him. Good start for Lunatic-Hai.
That was well followed up. Gets the biotic grenade.
It's just easy mode.
I think Overwatch is easy mode for
Miro, maybe, yeah.
Smart play, not going to overcommit right there. Just waits, sees the breather coming through. No, he's not going to finish him off. But the start of that play, beautiful biotic grenade, and that's when Miro struck, zipping through the lines and finding the soldier.
It is so hard to get D.Va off of that high ground. You can do so much damage. Got the self-destruct ready to go. Self-destruct used by both D.Vas, I believe. Yeah, Miro pops his back in the mech yet again. And he looks so happy and pleasant the whole time. Been anything but in-game. Eska uses that attack visor. They're going to force KongDoo Uncia back again.
Yeah, pretty big commitment when it comes to ultimates, but Miro finds all these little ledges. We've seen him stand on these night market signs with Winston before. And, and God, he nearly just kills him instantly. Oops.
A nano boost.
Yeah, that was not communicated very well, yeah.
Yeah, all right, waiting for that charge, looking for some knockoffs maybe. Goes in through the window, back out again. Has to be really careful here. Yeah, it goes down, and KongDoo Uncia with a good spot here on the point for now. Dance manages to take down Dean, and they'll take the point. Gets a percentage rolling.
Yeah, a lot of nano boost time wasted there by Lunatic-Hai. It looked like that was a choice that Jaehong made without pre-planning or communicating very clearly with Miro, and he just flew around, not really able to get any damage. So it will cause them to fall back and reset. And KongDoo Uncia going to be feeling pretty good about holding on to this point with an Earth Shatter and the sound barrier nearly back up.
Well, Lunatic-Hai trying to push now. We'll see what they can get done. Going in now, there's a hook, but the Earth Shatter in response. Birdring has the sound barrier to try to stay alive. Backs off. KongDoo Uncia kind of scattered here, but defensively they're doing quite well. Had the ultimate, there's a hook. We're not going to see the result of it though. Fatal coming in with the D.Va, has the ultimate if he needs to.
Yeah, they didn't have to use the sound barrier there at all. So Bubbly, a little bit antsy. They already had the drop, and
a lot of ults for Lunatic-Hai now coming in. Nearly 6 of them ready to go.
Yeah, that's going to be pretty huge. Here we go, attack visor.
Yeah, going in, trying to run around the side, trying to circumvent the Reinhardt shield. Not going to be able to do it though, has to back away. They've got the Sun Bear as well. Huge Earth Shatter comes in, sets up the kills for Lunatic-Hai. Uncia responds with the self-destruct. Panker blocks one, but Fatal still with the kill onto Toby. They're going to turn it back around here. Eska now on that Soldier 76, trying to finish off the Reinhardt. He'll get the kill there, and they're going to force Fatal back onto D.Va. Retaking the point again. There's the reset. Miro with the bye-bye. And Lunatic-Hai with a chance to equalize the percentage. They're close.
Yeah, they are pretty close now, getting up towards that 72%. Self-destruct, he's going to sit up here. How sneaky is he going to be, Doa? They should know he's up there. They should know he's up there now, but it's really hard to walk through there. If you try and fire upward, Taejun might have a chance to get a hook in onto you.
Yep.
Gonna bounce through, but Miro's behind them. Lighting grenade
So
has to be
annoying.
used.
There's the ultimate, and that's a good trap, actually. He may get a couple. No, actually not finding anyone. Dale gets one. There's a hook for Birdring, trying to bring in the Diva. Diva on Diva action here. Birdring, nearly gets knocked off the edge. That was a lucky break there for him. Meanwhile, gets hook on Taejun and finds his way bouncing out. Pops a whole hog, but gets hit with the sleep dart immediately. Dean on that Reinhardt with the nano boost. Earth Shatter comes in. Goodbye, Birdring. There's the knockback. Toby got the boop. And now the overtime. Lunatic-Hai trying to equalize this map, but it is close here. Miro gets the Diva suit back once again. Right in time for the sound barrier is going to go after Lucid. Now Lucid goes down, and Panker on his own, on the point with the Reinhardt. How long is he going to live? Miro tried for the knockoff. That Reinhardt surviving a long time, and that's giving Uncia time to get people back on the point again. Lunatic-Hai trying to survive here. Uncia trying to get the point back, and they will retake it. This is such a close map.
Absolutely. Miro just has to suicide at the end of that dive bomb off the cliff so that they have a chance to reset. And now KongDoo Uncia did it again. They take it back at the last second, and they're the ones sitting with an ult advantage. They have sound barrier. They have the self-destruct. This should be an easy point for them to take.
The flank
but
from
somebody
Eska, though.
is sneaking in.
Weska tried to sneak in, but they saw him fatal with 2 kills on that self-destruct, and I think he's going to be the hero of this one as he just pushes everybody out of the point. Bubbly gets a knockoff onto Dean, and overtime ticking down. KongDoo Uncia looks like they're going to, maybe claim Lijiang Tower here. Miro trying to be the hero for his team here. Gets knocked out of the suit, though, and knocked out of the map, and that's it. KongDoo Uncia taking back the point and taking the map.
Huge plays from KongDoo in overtime, 2 games in a row. And their ult economy has been managed incredibly well over this series. Yeah, there was a mistake there, I think, by Bubbly overcommitting with a sound barrier in the middle of that map, but for the most part, they've been able to draw the ults out of Lunatic-Hai, and that's proved really problematic because they show that, hey, we'll just wait till it gets into overtime. We know how long it's going to take us to get there, and we will arrive at the last second, and we'll just hold for the last 10% or so with a superior ult economy and the ability to create those big zones.
KongDoo Uncia has just looked so much better every single time we've seen them, and Lunatic-Hai, despite that incredible individual skill that they possess in a lot of their players, has kind of been stagnant in terms of evolving as a team, and I think that's finally coming back to bite them now in this quarterfinal.
Yeah. Well, it's a long best of 5, Noah. Only the control out of the way. Lunatic-Hai has many chances to bring it back, but that'll be a heartening first map take here by KongDoo.
Certainly will. So we will see when Lunatic-Hai elects to go with for map number 2. Aishaval, Nimbani, and Kings Row, the choices, and they're going to select Nimbani, a map we have not seen a ton of in this tournament, but one that Lunatic-Hai certainly feels comfortable on. They can play that very dive-heavy style to take the first point and then get the payload rolling. Certainly a map that fits them well.
Yeah, it absolutely does. And for what it's worth, Lunatic-Hai has probably been the weakest on control maps. They're 6-3, now 6-4 over the course of APAC and Apex. And I think they're going to feel a lot more comfortable on a hybrid map like Nimbani.
I agree. Lunatic-Hai fighting from behind here already in this quarterfinal. Let's see if they can take Nimbani and tie up this series. Time to get in the game and find out.
Get it.
Welcome to Nimbani, where really there's no citizens.
Battleground.
Just a museum and a gauntlet that needs to
Nimbani.
get there.
The gauntlet that needs to get there, so nobody can visit it.
That's right.
Because the city has been emptied for some reason.
Relax and unwind with some oil for Omnix, I guess.
Yeah, nice.
Minus oils.
Probably gonna be on Mercy.
Drink them up. Yep. Yeah, bubbly on Mercy. Okay.
Wow, Mercy, no Pharaoh.
Huh, interesting.
I mean, Mercy is good because if you have a lot of high ground control. So if we talk about what KongDoo Uncia is doing, is they have the Diva to fly back and forth between the platforms on defense, Soldier, Really wonderful on this point in the map because you have such a huge sight line over everything. Very easy to get good tack visors off as they try and control the point.
Yep.
So Bubbly will be able to sort of bounce back and forth on the Mercy between them.
Taejun on the attack with this Genji here.
Coming back to the Genji, which he did start playing again later on in the Apex season.
And this time we've got Dean on the Diva, Miro back on his favorite hero, Winston.
Huge dive competition.
Yeah.
Lunatic-Hai.
Well, you know that's why they picked this map.
Right.
Eska trying to be sneaky coming around the outside here at the same time.
See how long Lucid's going to live.
Yep. Might be interesting here. Gonna fight back here. Lunatic-Hai pushed back in the hallway already. Birdring gets hit with that biotic grenade, and Lunatic-Hai, oh, kill onto Taejun. He walked right into that one. And Lunatic-Hai in trouble already.
Yeah, so close. They were both one hit away from dying, and the Roadhog from Birdring manages to win that one off. Fatal is going to put some more pressure on the doorway here. No more opportunities until they respawn and regroup to get back up.
Yep.
Bubbly got a huge amount of ult charge out of that push, already sitting at 80%.
Yeah, he's been doing fine on that Mercy. He's also the primary shot caller for that team, as we know from some of their earlier interviews. Gets a bird's eye view of the fight with that Mercy, of course. Taejun on the side now, trying to maintain a bit of the high ground himself as KongDoo Uncia jumps down to try to hold it. Miro in there, he's got the nano boost, he's a bit low in health already. Taejun dives in as well, trying to reflect, but there's the heal from Roadhog. He's got the Dragon Blade when he's ready to use it. Tanker and Danso picking up the kills, and Dance, of course, with that nano boost on the tack visor. Actually didn't get the nano boost, I believe. Just had the tack visor.
Yeah, the
But
nano
it's enough.
boost. The nano boost actually was started off there from Lunatic-Hai, and they used it on Miro in order to get that first attack. Was looking good,
Yep.
but couldn't quite kill Bubbly. Bubbly actually managed to save his res. Doesn't even have to use it.
Well, they've been fighting these fights so efficiently so far. Lunatic-Hai really struggling, but I mean, we're not surprised to see Lunatic-Hai playing the way they're playing. This is what they do, and if you've been watching at all, which obviously Uncia has been, you know what you're going to be up against, and you can spend all your practice time preparing for this exact situation.
Taejun going to be hunting for the Mercy right now.
Yep. He's kind of firing into the group at the moment, not really able to track down that Mercy. Gets pinned, gets taken down. Miro with no health remaining as well. Fatal has the ultimate. Panker with 2 there, and man, he has been so good on this Reinhardt.
Panker is actually, I think, one of the best Reinhardt players in the world right now. We've seen those 6-mana Earth Shatters that he's capable of getting, and been really impressed with him the longer that this tournament has gone on. Eska with the tack visor now looking for that angle. They're going to need a big combo. They know they have to kill this Mercy immediately, otherwise everything's going to get shut down. Look at his positioning right there, just standing on the low ground, hiding basically. They know what's coming.
in. Brings in Dean. Birdring gets very, very low here. We might see a self-destruct use. We'll see. Yep.
Tack visor
tack
gonna come
visor,
out.
yeah, that's right, trying to make something work here. They're going to chase away Miro. He's going to go down. Fatal has a chance to use that ultimate. Yep, pops it as the suit goes down. The res coming in for Bubbly, trying to keep the point alive. They really want a full hold right here. And there's a nano boost now onto Panker, but they may not even need it, man. We'll see. Lunatic-Hai still trying to fight with what they've got left, but that's not much. Looking for the hook. Birdring tracking down Jaehong. There it is. Goodbye. And KongDoo Uncia on the verge of full holding against Lunatic-Hai on the map that Lunatic-Hai picked.
Yes, but they got all the ults out, Doa. Yes, they had to pop the tack visor. Yes, Dean had to use his self-destruct, but they're coming back in. They have a nano boost. They have the nano blade. Taejun held on to his nano blade.
Yeah.
KongDoo Uncia, they've got an Earth Shatter. And again, if they can take out Bubbly first, they didn't. Lunatic-Hai didn't overcommit. They just used tack visor because they couldn't find Bubbly. He was hiding on the low ground. And that's a big hook.
Yeah, well, Dean has to pop the Matrix right away. Earthshatter comes in as they charge down the hallway. Lunatic-Hai pushed back, forced to use that sound barrier. Maybe a little bit inopportune. Meanwhile, Taejun gets in the back lines, gets hooked though, looking for some kills, not finding any. Eska gets one, but Lunatic-Hai able to make things work. Bubbly has the ult, but doesn't have any life to use it. And finally, Lunatic-Hai in overtime will claim point A.
Close. Good attack, though, from Lunatic-Hai.
Yep.
They got what they wanted out of that fight. They had the ult advantage and used it well. But again, they had to get Bubbly there. It was too much of a risk otherwise. And had they committed to that nano blade on the first fight, I think that they would have just lost. So smart of them, good planning to make sure their ult economy was in a good shape once they got the res out.
Big hero swaps coming in from Lunatic-Hai. Dean over on the Reinhardt, Eska on the McCree now. Taejun swapping to the Roadhog as they get this payload moving. Uncia, oh, Taejun gets pulled in by the hook. Taken out by Dance. And Uncia already pushing back Lunatic-Hai. And they've got a lot of ults to hold this payload for a long time.
Yeah, that's the problem, is that Lunatic-Hai had to invest so much just to take it during overtime. It's going to be a slow, painful push for them into point number 2, and they only have 1:45 to do it. 5 out of 6 now for KongDoo.
Yeah, probably nowhere near that sound barrier, but looks like we just find that Eska does find the kill on the Dance. Meanwhile, in the room, it's a bit of an insane brawl, but Murdering comes out with a couple kills for himself. Fatal pops the ultimate, gets 2. Toby and Jaehong, both supports, going down to the ultimate. And that is a pretty great defense from KongDoo Uncia.
Miro just popping up right now, dodges the hook at the end. And that was a huge investment, though. KongDoo Uncia used all 5 of their available ultimates. So Lunatic-Hai has the nano boost now. It's time for them to push.
Oh, they need to push, man. They're down to 1 minute remaining in this offensive round, unless they can get to point B. Payload is moving, though.
It's moving. It's going to be moving at a healthy clip. Lunatic-Hai is going to have another opportunity right at the end of the point to try and get a big ult combo going while KongDoo is still recovering. And we could see, once again, Lunatic-Hai just scrape by at the end of the point.
Dean does go down, and that opens up an attack here from KongDoo Uncia. Without the Reinhardt shield, Lunatic-Hai needs to back away. And they will. Eska, fan the hammer, absorbed by the defense matrix. Dance gets a kill into Taejun, and that's going to buy Uncia a lot of time to get those ultimates up.
Absolutely is. That's a huge pushback. Fatal now showing up with the self-destruct. Miro nearly there to match, though, and Lunatic-Hai will be on 6 ults by the time this push goes through, but they've got 15 seconds to make it work.
Well, yeah, make that 10 now as they come in. It is do or die time. They need to go forward right now. Steve ultimates used by both sides, I believe. Yeah, block from Dean. He's going to use the Earth Shatter. Where's the follow-up? Gets a pin onto Birdring. Meanwhile, Lunatic-Hai onto the payload. They hid inside the room and dodged a lot of that damage, and they're going to get this payload moving as soon as they take out some of the members of KongDoo Uncia. Managed to buy some time, but Taejun just trying to push people off, and it looks like they'll barely scrape by. Like you said, they'll take point B. Man, they are cutting it as close as you possibly can, but the payload's still rolling.
That's right, and Miro was the big hero of that fight. When Fatal came in with that initial ultimate, we've seen this in our last match. You try and turn the Reinhardt so that the Roadhog can hook him. And they turned the Reinhardt, but since Miro had already counter-ulted, the Roadhog had to run. So they couldn't actually get that initial pick-off onto Dean. And that was, I think, the big difference there, that it was Lunatic-Hai able to overpower with 4 ults after that.
Taejun got the hook on the Dance, and that's a good start for Hai. The Earth Shatter comes in as KongDoo Uncia goes for the counterattack. They're going to give Birdring the nano boost as he goes into the hold hog. Meanwhile, nano boost onto Eska, looking for some kills with the Deadeye. Not finding any, but he stays alive, and the push continues for the moment. There's the kill into Birdring, and now KongDoo Uncia in a little bit of trouble as some payload starts to round this final corner.
Yeah, they've got Tac Visor, but that's about it. However, with the self-destruct Diva ult about to come back up, they should be able to hold just a little bit longer, force Lunatic-Hai to back off.
They're trying, man. Sound barrier comes in now. Tac Visor used by Dance. Oh, but absorbed a lot by Miro. Actually, no, Taejun rather. Or somebody comes in anyway. Yeah, there's Miro. We got him. And now the ult comes in from Lunatic-Hai just to try to defend a bit longer. But it's looking pretty good. KongDoo Uncia on the payload for the moment, finally pushing back Lunatic-Hai. Can they actually hold this? We're into overtime yet again. There's the ultimate for KongDoo. Fatal does take out Toby. And Lunatic-Hai having a hard time pushing this payload in the final few meters. There's a whole hog for Birdring as he pushes Lunatic-Hai back, and it will be a hold. Lunatic-Hai held to just 2 points.
Lunatic-Hai got a lot done on Numbani in crunch time, in those overtime moments, on the point, and then on the second point B as well, coming back and through some impressive ult economy, actually managing to win those, but maybe a little bit further than they could have gotten. Very nearly full held, very nearly held at point B.
Yeah.
But they get a respectable distance at the end. It's certainly something that KongDoo is going to struggle to replicate.
It's very close to 3 points. As you can see, I mean, it might as well be there. KongDoo Uncia having to push nearly the entire map here on Numbani to equalize or beat Lunatic-Hai.
Lunatic-Hai moving over to the defense. Looks like we are going to see The same composition, except for no Mercy. Toby will be playing the Lucio in this one.
I wonder if we're going to see Dan stick with that Hanzo too. It's reasonable to run it on this point.
Yeah, sure. On attack, seems like it'd be a perfectly fine choice. You have those long sight lines. If you can get an early pick, you're going to be feeling good. You put some pressure on the big tank line up front.
Yep. And if the D.Va isn't there, you can certainly find some picks onto the Soldier 76.
Yeah, but as you say, against a D.Va, it can be a bit challenging. D.Va Reinhardt, troublesome to play the Hanzo. So many right clicks that can block your arrows coming in.
It can be annoying. But if the D.Va's worried about blocking your arrows, then that opens the way, hopefully, for the rest of your team to get something done offensively. So trying to divide Miro's attention a little bit, perhaps, with this composition. Dance looking like, we'll see. All right, yeah, he's going to stick with the Hanzo. Okay, here we go. And we know how good this guy is on this hero.
I'm really curious where he's going to go with the Hanzo. Looks like they're going to try a low ground push through streets. Get the information, and they're just going to go ahead. Hanzo staying way back on top of the bus, actually.
Yeah, Birdring pulling in the D.Va. They're going to pop him out of the mech for the moment here. Eska on the high ground, though, getting lots of time to fire and build up that ultimate. And Fatal's in big trouble here, man. He has to get behind the shield. He does just barely. Gets the health back again, and Dance on the side. Sonic arrow, but now he's getting chased out by Eska.
Yeah, this Hanzo isn't doing much. Meanwhile, Eska is just basically getting free ult charge. And that's an nano boost in Lucio.
That's not so great. Meanwhile, Fatal chasing down Eska on that Soldier 76, gets him off the biotic field for the moment. So annoying to have to deal with this D.Va. Lunatic-Hai continues to try to hold here, and KongDoo's push has been very scattered. Now the nano boost comes in on Nadine, gets the Earth Shatter. Couple kills with that, actually, not even getting the CC. Gets hooked. Oh, goodbye, Bird Ring. The nice play. It was bait all along.
Scatter shot after the hook, enough to take out the Reinhardt. That's a nice play right there. Dance actually picks up the kill. Hanzo ultimate available, but Hanzo without Zarya, not the most reliable combo, though Panker will be coming up with the Earth Shatter very soon. Yeah, KongDoo really botched that last push. Nano boosted Lucio. They're going to try and zone out with the Dragon Strike.
Wow, okay. Going to go onto the high ground there. That's going to try to pave the way for Fatal and some other people to get up there. But there's Eska. Kills already coming in from the Soldier 76. They've got nothing to stop him. Eska just tearing KongDoo Uncia apart.
I think this Hanzo is really bad.
I think the Hanzo is certainly not working.
Yeah, I think that when you're going up against this composition, it's too much. Now we see the swap to Soldier, but they're coming at it with 2 minutes left. Certainly enough time to build up attack visor.
Well, I mean, we saw something kind of similar from Lunatic-Hai. They didn't take point A until overtime. They didn't take point B until overtime, so it's not over yet. Uncia forcing their way into the high ground now. They're going to go ahead and push Dean down. There's the sound barrier as they drop in. Panker comes in with that Earth Shatter. Gets a couple people with it, turning it around now. Fatal has the ultimate if he wants to use it. Trying to just zone out Taejun a bit. Meanwhile, Birdring pops that whole hog. He's got the nano boost as well. Heals to keep himself up. And KongDoo Uncia getting a little bit of time on the point now. Meanwhile, Lunatic-Hai, the ultimate coming straight up, and there's a kill onto Eska. Fatal gets a big one with that self-destruct.
Yeah, has to go back off, though, because they don't get enough kills off of the point very late.
All right. Come on down. All right, right click just in time. The mech not saved, and that's going to be a dead D.Va soon enough.
Well, they're
going to let him live, yeah.
They're playing with her.
Yeah.
Because they want a split spawn. That's very nicely done by KongDoo. Or by Lunatic-Hai rather. You want to split spawn as much as you can. They basically just got another 10 seconds there or so by toying with the mini D.Va. That's one of the problems.
It's important, man.
That's one of the problems with actually playing D.Va is that teams can do that to you.
Yep.
You don't really have much of a choice.
Sure enough, not near any cliffs you can jump off. KongDoo Uncia back on the point again, but Lunatic-Hai still holding strong. There goes Dean. Panker with an early kill here. Eska on the high ground. A lot of that being absorbed by the defensive matrix.
KongDoo has done a really poor job of dealing with Eska in this map. They need to refocus. Fatal needs to be where he is right now, not bumming around on the low ground doing whatever he's doing.
All right, nano boost onto Miro, but he immediately gets popped out of the ultimate. Terrible timing, unfortunately, for Lunatic-Hai. KongDoo Uncia coming up big here. Can they take point A in overtime now? It looks like they can. Wow, this series, man.
It's so back and forth. Yeah, they do grab it. Don't have to quite go to overtime. A little bit left on the clock. And
Yeah.
2.5 minutes, but this is great for them. They're coming in with a big ult advantage on the push. About to have a couple more up and available for them. And Jaehong and Eska a little bit far away from getting that nano boost attack visor combo. So for the most part, KongDoo should get a pretty free push.
Yep. Well, Fatal's got a lot of zoning potential, of course, with the D.Va right now. Yeah, he's just going to send the ultimate in there. Why not? Any kills? Nope, not quite. Does clear a little bit of room for the payload to move farther.
The rest of the team wasn't in position to take advantage of that, but they get a free hook anyway.
Ooh, that's a big 4-man Earth Shatter from Panker. He's going to take a break, though. His Dance goes in now with the Soldier 76. He's going to be picking up the kills they need, and Lunatic-Hai giving a lot of ground here in the escort section.
Wow, that was huge that they actually managed to hit that hook, even though they sort of messed up the engage on the D.Va ult by the rest of the team not being in position. And now they're going to make it all the way basically unopposed. 3 minutes remaining on this final push here for KongDoo Uncia. They have a chance now to go up 2-0 in a best of 5 that most people would have tipped Lunatic-Hai to win. We could be on our way to 2 massive upsets tonight, Noah.
Not what I would have expected coming in today at all. Lunatic-Hai being pushed on pretty heavily right now. They're going to send in the D.Va with the ultimate. Uncia falls back pretty safely here. Eska now has attack visor. He's got the nano boost. He's got to get through that Reinhardt shield, though. Birdring on his own, and he's going to chew through that Roadhog so fast. The shield not going to last too long for Uncia as well. And Lunatic-Hai will be able to hold for the moment, but now KongDoo Uncia trying to go for the return push. We'll see how well it works out.
Yeah, both teams using the sound barrier, both teams using the nano boost attack visor right there. Nobody actually manages to die through the overshield, even with that additional damage coming through, and it ends up with a big Earth Shatter.
That is huge for Dean. Lunatic-Hai trying to capitalize now. They get a couple of kills right off the bat, and Uncia stuffed completely.
Wow. Well, that was a hero
does that
play.
happen?
Nice job.
Man.
Nice job from Dean there.
Yeah.
And they get a massive hold. KongDoo coming back, though. Both Jaehong and Lucid got their nano boosts up so quickly once again.
Well, Lunatic-Hai obviously still can win this one if they can keep the payload where it is right now. KongDoo Uncia doesn't have too much farther to push, but they are having a little bit of trouble with it. They're going to come in.
Both sides have nano boost attack visors. Here we go.
Yep, trying to get in the back lines there. Miro trying to block a lot of that. Taejun goes down. Dan's trying to get a little bit more, but Miro just all over that Soldier 76. A little bit more damage from the nano boost. There's a hook. Onto Dean. He does go down. Dance. They get some kills, but it's not enough to keep the push going.
No, it's not. And because they've had the ultimates up at about exactly the same time, we see just the same ults coming up. That's going to be a huge kill.
Yeah,
Okay,
now
that's really big.
With that 65, with Eska out of the way, they can go in. Birdring has that whole hog too. He can just keep pushing people back. They're going to bring in Taejun. Taejun goes down. There's the whole hog right away. And Uncia pushing. D.Va ult, not picking up anybody though. And Uncia with that sound barrier will keep themselves going. They're almost there. So close to winning this map and sending themselves up 2-0 in the series. But Lunatic-Hai fighting back. Miro with 2 kills. Birdring though with the hook on
Birdring
Toby.
is going
Whoa.
crazy.
And there's a push. Did they get it?
Yes.
They did. A little bit early on the camera transition there, but it's a 2-0 for KongDoo Uncia in the end.
Wow. Well, that's a very strong start to this series, and now they have a chance to sweep Lunatic-Hai, which would be just a crazy upset. To have it that one-sided. I mean, to be fair, both of these maps have been extremely close, so it would be a little bit disingenuous to say that it was a total wash of
course not.
Lunatic-Hai, but man, that is, at the end, Birdring was really the hero, hitting all those hooks and managing to land the right clicks too onto 4 long-range targets from the Roadhog.
Yeah. Well, what can you say? KongDoo Uncia with the victory yet again, and they are 1 win away from sending themselves to the semifinals against Envious, which is not something I thought I'd be saying at the beginning of the day.
Did you? Yeah. Nobody predicted that it would have been KongDoo versus Envy in the semifinals of this side of the bracket. That is crazy. And Birdring.
Well, Birdring with.
I mean, this is the play at the end he made.
Oh, absolutely.
He bounces
man.
back, heals himself, watches this. Watch this. Manages to turn the corner, hits the right click right there onto Ana, grabs the Lucio, then cleans up the D.Va. Insane.
Yeah, great play. And, you know, it really looks like Lunatic-Hai has finally met their match on an individual skill level. Certainly, Uncia is looking great, and on a strategic level, they're looking a little bit better so far. Don't go anywhere, guys. We'll be back with map 3 right after this.
brackets were drawn.
Indeed, and Rogue, the team that really looked like they were going to be the team to beat here in this tournament, falling in the quarterfinals.
Well,
Pretty shocking results today, and Roadhog hates plants.
They did it to themselves, honestly. They did it to themselves.
They really did.
There was a chance for them to take Africa Blue instead. Might have ended up being an easier match.
I think it definitely would have been an easier match.
And remember, Lunatic-Hai, they picked KongDoo Uncia. They said, we don't want Luxury Watch Blue.
Yeah.
We want KongDoo Uncia. So maybe a tactical error on their part as well.
I think we'll just name today Hubris Day. Happy Hubris Day.
That's my
Monte
favorite
Cristo.
day.
I know it is. KongDoo on the defense, Lunatic-Hai trying to push the points here as they move into Temple of Anubis. Taejun on that Genji again.
Yeah, interesting they swapped it up. Eska is on Diva and Dean is on Zarya.
Wow.
Intriguing. It's a big dive composition. They're using the Zarya and playing around the Genji from Taejun, but a big mix-up of roles here.
Seeing Eska on the Diva is pretty shocking, honestly. I mean, we know what a great hit scan player he is, but here we go, coming in now. They're going to just try to push his payload as fast as they can. Big dive coming in, of course. And Dance staying alive on the side, looking for the kills. Nearly gets him, but not quite yet. Dean Taejun picking some up. Kills trying to come in now, 2 for each side. KongDoo fighting back on this point. And Jaehong, oh, here we go, nano boost on the Miro as he goes deep on the Winston. And looks like Lunatic-Hai will be able to claim point A pretty quick.
Yeah, huge there. Notice they killed Dance with 98% on his ult, and he's going to swap to Farah, Doa.
Wow.
Big surprise. Oh, wow, I'm really surprised that he swapped to Farah for this second point. And yes, there's a lot of beefy targets, and yes, he wants to get out of range of this Winston and of this Diva, but man, having Tac Visor right now might be pretty useful.
Yeah, I would say so. Although it is hard. When you use it on this point, you do have to be close to your enemies, and that's not a good place for Soldier to be. Lunatic-Hai pushing from the side, coming from the cave. They're going to meet an Earth Shatter coming the other way, and KongDoo Uncia going to roll a lot of the members of Lunatic-Hai. Fatal and Panker wrecking these guys.
Yeah, didn't even have to drop one ult to do that, Noah.
Yep.
They managed
Not
to
just the
maintain.
Earth Shatter.
Yeah, just the Earth Shatter. Just the Earth Shatter used, and now they've got 4 left over. Dance already 50% or so there.
Playing with the Diva again.
Yeah, that's got to do it, man. Got to do it. The more Diva we see, that becomes a real skill that teams need to have to shave time off the clock.
Yeah. It's so funny. See suitless Diva just kind of standing there lonely and sad.
All right, no more monkey for Miro. Going for the Reinhardt instead on that swap. Realizing that they've got to have a bit more durability against these rockets that are coming in from Dance. They're going to try the same approach here.
And will Dean try to vault over and go for that Graviton Surge? We'll see. Trying to come from the side. Ooh, needs to watch out. Here comes Roadhog with the whole hog. They've got the defensive Matrix there as well. Dean waiting for that Matrix. Doesn't want to throw his ult into it.
Oh,
meanwhile, Dean
man.
ult's coming in, and that could be big. Oh, not quite. The shield got up there just in time. And KongDoo Uncia coming out on top of this fight again. There's a kill on Jaehong.
That was
Hai
close.
pushed back. It really was, wasn't it?
That was really wow. Nice
Hello.
hook. I didn't even know the hook could go that far. There you go. Bird Ring teaching me new things.
Sometimes Roadhog doesn't even know the hook can go that far, and you just get surprised. Roadhog's hook, I don't know if you're familiar with this, Monty, but it can be surprising sometimes.
Oh yeah, going around corners, crazy, 90-degree angle hooks.
Yeah, man, like Scorpion from Mortal Kombat, he's like, I'm really jealous of that guy's ability to pull people in. Mine only goes in a straight line, and I say get over here, and nobody does it.
Yeah.
Roadhog doesn't say anything. It goes all over the place.
Maybe that's the key. Focus instead of just yelling, get over here.
Maybe. Or have a sentient hook. Maybe that's what it really is. He's got an AI inside. Taejun, and got Dragon inside his blade, and he's pulling it out. Trying to reflect against the Diva, turn away from Dance as he tries to keep his team alive on the point. Taejun's still a little bit of nano boost left. There it goes. Only 7 health remaining, and it's all gone now. And KongDoo Uncia with such a solid defense here on point B. Lunatic-Hai, still 4 minutes to go though.
And KongDoo Uncia has been doing a great job of just holding on to their ultimates. And in fact, notice what Dance did.
Whoa.
He flew, wow, that's huge.
Man, that's gonna slow
Panker
things
killed
down.
him with a fire strike, I guess. That's
Yeah.
long-range assassination of an Ana right there. but you'll notice he flew up to the very top and then just barraged the bridge so nobody else could come. So yeah, there was a nano boosted Genji, but he couldn't really get to the Pharah, and his team couldn't actually come and support him, cutting him off. And that cost them two pretty huge ultimates. Eska now building up to that Mei after having swapped a little bit ago. It's a lot of tankiness right now for Lunatic-Hai. They're just going to try and grind out the point.
I do like the Mei swap. I mean, we know he's great on this hero, and it can get a lot of work done on this point on Temple of Anubis. Dance on his own. This is Sound Barrier. Lunatic-Hai committing to this attack. Birdring gets a nano boost as he tries to push back Lunatic-Hai. It's looking really good. So, wow, Lunatic-Hai committing another ult to that, and it's not going to work out as Birdring gets that kill on the hero. And then the smooth right click on Nadine. Ooh, Birdring has been having a good series on this Roadhog.
I mean, he and Dance have stepped up in such a huge way.
Oh, I think I just saw a little bit of flash eye twitch there.
Oh yeah, the old flash eye twitch.
Yeah, man.
It's a hallmark of
When you see
truly
that,
great pro gamers.
Yeah, I was going to say, when you see that, you know you're looking at a real pro.
This is going to be tricky. Eska building his way back up to that Blizzard, but they've got still 2.5 minutes. Some time at least. However, still serious ult advantage. They need to pull as many of those ults out as they can.
Yeah. Well, Lunatic-Hai really has to get creative if they're going to do that. Dan's waiting for it. He's like, come on, got the barrage already. Ready whenever you are. Oh, all right. All right, I'll wait.
Just chilling.
Yep. Lunatic-Hai.
They're all back there. Panker's actually just taking a couple darts to the face. Will get healed up by Lucid, who
It's an awkward.
is approaching his own. They're basically just giving Lucid free ult charge right now.
Yeah.
Oh,
there's a
boy.
barrage as they go in anyway, but Miro. Ooh, that was close. Birdring. Skill there, and going to be another one fight for KongDoo Uncia. Close call after Taejun took out Dance, but they're going to be fine. Ult's building for Lunatic-Hai, though. Looks like they're going to have to do a full reset. They are down to 1:40 left on the clock.
And the only ult again, barrage. Great patience from KongDoo. And one thing we have seen from KongDoo, when we look at plays like Panker's like 6-man Reinhardt ults, is they're very good at playing with angles. And we saw it right there again. Good patience. The Pharah gets into position, gets into that corner. The setup on the play is excellent for the defense. And they just have to use so few other abilities when they maximize the effectiveness out of one, like we've seen.
All right, look for the Blizzard here. As Lunatic-Hai comes in, they've got the Graviton Surge as well. There it is. Blizzard used immediately by Eska. Sound barrier for KongDoo Uncia. May be able to keep him alive. Eska takes out Fatal rather. And Lunatic-Hai is on the point. Dance on the top though. He's survived so far. Raining rockets from above. And can they hold this? It might not be easy. Eska gets a kill onto Lucid now, but they're starting to fight back. Sound barrier does come in for Lunatic-Hai though. There's a barrage. Could be big. Oh, Taejun not having that hook in time. Eska though getting the kill onto Dance. He's forced away though for the moment. Comes back in now. Oh, he gets two in the right click. And Eska hard carrying his team to what could be a second point here. Lucid trying to fight back. They've barely got the point, and there's okay. They've got their own Mei on their Birdring, swapping over, and Dance still up on the high ground. They have not been able to deal with this guy. Lunatic-Hai charging back on the point. Now they deal with him. Sorry for the cast and curse there, buddy. Eska's still there. And Lunatic-Hai holding strong for the moment. Fatal on that Diva.
Blizzard
Here
back
comes the
up.
Blizzard though. Yeah, Eska has it yet again despite the nerfs. That ult comes up fast, and you get the kill from the right click. And Lunatic-Hai, 2 points at the last moment. Not a lot left in the time bank, but they got it done.
I mean, they have 6.6 seconds in the time bank, but at
Yeah.
least they
Not a
completed the map. Didn't actually push it into overtime, so they left themselves something to work with there. And now we'll see if KongDoo Uncia can cap both, and if they can do it in a better time. Things got a bit frantic there at the end, but the big ult dump from Lunatic-Hai managed to work, and especially Eska nailing right clicks. I mean, if he didn't hit a lot of those right clicks, they would not have actually managed to cap. But you've seen Eska become such a clutch player for Lunatic-Hai. When he needs to hit those headshots on McCree, he does. And now, when he absolutely had to land the hits on Mei, he was able to pull through with that as well.
Yeah. And, you know, again, Mei's ultimate, the charge time really got nerfed a lot in the patch, but you can see that good Mei's, if you can land a lot of right clicks, can build it up pretty quickly. I mean, he had 2 Blizzards in that one fight. It was a long fight, but he had 2 of them.
Eska thinks that's going to be the answer again. So for defense,
agree.
it will be the Mei once more. And I'll be curious to see whether Dance is going to stick onto this Widowmaker or not.
I mean, you can try it out really quick. I mean, we've seen it in the past. If you can get a couple picks here, you can take a very quick point A. And it's all about speed right now for KongDoo Uncia. They want to try to go into the time bank with as much time as they possibly can. And, you know, getting a couple headshots with Widowmaker can maybe do that. Looks like it could be just a bit of scouting, too, so you might see him swap.
I mean, Taimu does love to run Widow on Anubis attack.
Yep.
It's not out of the realm of possibility. But, you know, I think it's better if you have a dive composition in general, if you have a Winston to help take some of the pressure off instead of a Reinhardt.
Okay. He's going for it. Dance on the Widowmaker.
Not really very many targets, just
Ooh,
like
wow.
supports.
So close, so if he would have been able to headshot Toby there, that would have been a nice pickup. Either way, doing some damage to Taejun.
I think this is bad. He's just going to give the Ana ult charge, and Lucid actually gets taken out by Taejun on the attack.
That's not a great start for KongDoo Uncia. Lunatic-Hai holding strong.
He gets the high ground. Nice hook again.
They need more than that. They're going to pull in the Diva. Ooh, that's not the one you want to pull into. Nice wall from Lunatic-Hai. Eska really making it awkward for Uncia to advance here. Good hook onto Eska, though. Pops that ice block just in time, and Birdring off the back of that has to back away. Eska, though, fighting with Birdring yet again. There's a headshot, and Lunatic-Hai holds.
They need to switch up this Widowmaker.
I think so.
They're only giving Jaehong. Look, now Jaehong has double Ana ult charge now. This isn't doing anything. They have to hope for that miracle pick, and they're not going to get it. Dance, please.
Okay. So, gonna get his team a little bit of vision anyway. Really believing in this. I don't know, though. All right, Fatal on the point, trying to take advantage of the Widowmaker distraction. Lunatic-Hai, a bit scattered here, but there's the ice block for Eska as he stays alive, going after Jaehong now. Nice sleep dart. Gotta have that defensive matrix ready to handle that. Meanwhile, Blizzard comes in for Eska. Taejun looking for hook targets. Doesn't really need to find him, just gonna right-click all day, and KongDoo Uncia having to go back and yeah, now you got to switch off the Widowmaker, man.
Please, no more Widowmaker, Dance. Like, I understand what they're doing because they want to push in aggressively so that Widow has so much space just to fire into these fights, but there's so many line-of-sight blockers. They've got the Mei wall working well for them. He's going to stay. Man, he is persistent.
Wow, I mean, at this point, there's so many ults up for Lunatic-Hai. Even if he gets the picks, Lunatic-Hai can fight this 5v6 and defend. It's not really that hard, and they're not giving him the shots he's looking for. I think staying on this Widowmaker is a pretty big error by KongDoo Uncia right now. It has not paid off yet.
Of course, now he's going to hit that miracle shot and make us look like the old fools. Nope, Mira's going to run onto him and kill him.
That's not how the caster curse, man. That's not how it works. It never goes good for players. Fatal going good for him right now, as he picks up the kill onto Diva, and KongDoo Uncia finally getting some time on the point. There's the ultimate, and nothing coming in. Meanwhile, Fatal looking for a little bit more time himself, and KongDoo Uncia, despite that Widowmaker, have managed to push Lunatic-Hai back. See, I did cast a curse him. I said they could defend easily with all those ults, 5v6, and it didn't work.
Well, Miro still has an ultimate here to use on the Divas. He's nano boosted in.
Yeah, but that mech is not going to last very long. There we go. And there's the nano boost out of commission. Lunatic-Hai back on the point right now. KongDoo Uncia, ooh, trapped in the Graviton Surge. They've got the shield, though. And Dance gets the kill finally onto Eska. Finally lands one with that Widowmaker. And KongDoo Uncia will take point A.
Yeah, they had to use the Diva ult right at the end to zone them off, however.
Super dangerous for Lunatic-Hai. They need to get away real quick, and oh man, they lose Taejun, and that's 2 down. KongDoo Uncia can push. Yeah, here we go, man. They're going in. Eska drops a wall right away, but Fatal on the point already. Yeah, they really need to try to take advantage of this. People back up, but Lunatic-Hai having a bit of trouble getting into position. Early ice block having to be used by Eska. Miro coming from behind now to try to take advantage of the Blizzard, and he'll be able to maybe pick up the kill in the Birdring. They will. So Lunatic-Hai has a good chance of holding here. We'll see. Panker with the kill. Yeah, and as Taejun takes on Panker, I think that's going to be a hold for Lunatic-Hai for the moment.
Dicey, though. Dicey, you got to say.
Close call.
They did a great job of handling Fatal, who is nano boosted, by using the Blizzard and chaining that into a sleep dart for the entirety of the Ana ultimate. However, KongDoo make another attempt here, and they are about to come up on 4 ults as Birdring and Fatal get pretty darn close.
Yeah, and we were seeing Fatal there allowing the Ana to heal and get some of that ult charge up as they move on to the point now. Sound barrier as they want to make this a really strong push. They're going to use the whole hog to push Lunatic-Hai back. And there's the devault coming in. No kills though from it as Panker gets the shield up just in time. Eska on the point. There's the pulse bomb. No kills from that. J-Home does take out the opposing Ana, and Taejun just being annoying, finally forced away by Panker. Birdring though gets a kill onto Eska. Lunatic-Hai finally getting a little bit of time on the point, but in the end, Lunatic-Hai pushing things back. Miro with 2 kills on the Diva. And that is going to be another hold, but it has looked so close every time Uncia pushed in.
Yeah, it has. And they draw out more of the old Stoa. They will have most likely Blizzard for this next fight, barring some disaster for Eska, and that's all they need to do. You can only really fight on these assault maps in between Blizzards, and Eska has been, ever since he changed over to that Mei, the real difference maker here with Lunatic-Hai.
It has really been on the edge, but I agree, man. Mei, that Blizzard really making all the difference, but now Uncia coming in. A few ults to work with. Miro in the back line just trying to be annoying on that Diva as usual. Taejun gets killed to lose it, and I got a feeling this push isn't going to work out.
Well, what happened there actually as we were watching Fatal is that there was a sleep dart onto Miro who was attacking the Ana in the back line in conjunction with Taejun, and then the Diva turned around, Fatal turned around and woke the Diva up, and then Uncia died. So, bit of a mistake right there. The sleep dart landed right as he was turning around and clicking his mouse button, so unfortunate timing. And now Lunatic-Hai, they didn't have to use anything. 5 ults, nearly 6. It's going to be incredibly difficult for KongDoo to break this. Dan's going to swap to the Pharah.
He's going to try it. Graviton Surge still pulling him in. And
oh
there we go.
Lord.
The bigger bang. Miro with 4 on that Diva. And that's a pretty clean wipe for Lunatic-Hai. And
yep, get comboed, KongDoo.
all right.
They absolutely got wrecked by the Graviton Surge
Yes,
into Blizzard, into self-destruct. Maybe a bit overkill, maybe. Taejun going to switch back to the Roadhog now.
Okay.
To help account for the Pharah. But it was cool, Doa. But was it too much? Did they actually overcommit?
I don't know, man. I don't want to say because whatever I say is going to end up being proven wrong. Just how it works, man. Ultimate comes in now. Dance gets a kill onto Taejun. And this could be dangerous for Lunatic-Hai. They lost a couple already. Here comes the Nano Boost. So Sound Barrier used by Uncia as they try to claim this point. Remember, they need 2 and they're running out of time. Only a minute left. As they keep fighting it out here. Miro back on the Diva yet again. Birdring with the kill though onto Toby. And it's looking pretty good for KongDoo. Uncia got halfway through that point right now. And Dance, he's got the barrage, man. He can just wait like this. And there's a barrage coming in as Lunatic-Hai tries to get back onto the point. And that is it. KongDoo Uncia, they will go ahead and take 2 points with a nice big time bank of 1:28 remaining.
Minute 48, actually.
48, wow.
Because basically, yes, there was less than a minute of time coming through, but because 6.6 seconds was the only amount of time left for Lunatic-Hai, they get bumped up to a minute, and the rest of the time bank, that difference also goes over to KongDoo Uncia. So 1 minute. And that will be all Lunatic-Hai has to take point A and possibly very unlikely point B. And we'll see if that full hold comes through. KongDoo will have still not very much time, but nearly double.
Yeah.
Yeah,
right.
very real possibility that this ends in 2 full holds and we go to a sudden death.
Yeah, we've been seeing it more and more lately, actually, as teams have gotten a bit more even. As we've seen more even matchups. Dance on the Soldier 76 this time on defense. And Eska on that Mei. Yeah, I mean, you really can't argue with the results Eska's been having on the Mei. What's up? Probably just taking a look.
Skating over, checking it out.
You got time, why not?
I'm jealous of Uncia. Where can I get rollerblades that can ride on walls? That would be super fun.
Well, any rollerblades can ride on walls if you're going fast enough.
I see, so I just need some sort of jetpack.
Or just a really, really big hill to go down. Here we go, Lunatic-Hai on the offense. Eska on that Mei, Taejun looking for picks on the Roadhog. Trying to break that Reinhardt shield right away. Eska's going to jump down, they're going to go back up on the point. And really just trying to disrupt that. He's the Winston of this comp, apparently. Has the ice block, he's in big trouble, though. Gets the Zarya shield immediately as he disengages.
That was actually really cute.
Yeah.
He separated the line of sight from his teammates who were running up the stairs and then boosted himself up to distract with the wall at the same time. Birdring
bad.
gonna find a kill onto Toby though with a hook.
And having a slower sound barrier is really going to hurt Lunatic-Hai. They've only got 20 seconds left, and KongDoo Uncia has not lost anybody yet.
Any pick. That's why Roadhog is so devastating in short times like this, because any pick sets you back so far.
Devastating for both sides, but Lunatic-Hai not finding it with Taejin.
I gotta go. Somebody's gotta get on this wood. They must drop now.
Okay, here we go. Dance zoning out on the side, and now they have to get onto the point. KongDoo Uncia trying to defend. Dean is right there. Miro drops down and gets pinned. Eska has the blizzard. Somehow he got it up fast enough. That is insane, man. How does he do it? Fatal not going to last too long here. A couple kills from Lunatic-Hai. They may have an opportunity. Dance comes in, though. He's trying to reverse carry here. He used that tactical visor, and that got enough damage done that even with the Graviton Surge. Oh, Toby gets one.
Wow, the Toby changed over to the Tracer, but Dean
Are you kidding
with
me?
the kill onto Dance.
We're
Wow,
holding
they're gonna
it.
take it. They're gonna take it, so
They're
gonna
getting
get
point A.
They're gonna get point A, but they will have basically no time to take point B. But that is huge, 30 seconds.
Well, you just throw everything you've got at it. And KongDoo Uncia, we'll see if they can defend. They've got no ultimates right now, nothing coming too close except for that sound barrier, which may prove crucial. Whole hog, though, up for Taejun. 15 seconds, man, you gotta go.
They gotta make the best assault they can. They know they're only going to have one shot.
9 seconds. 7,
Has to charge.
5. They gotta go in right now. Diving into. They've got the sound barriers on the point. Earth Shatter blocked by the other Reinhardt shield. Dean's still in there anyway. Birdring with a kill onto Jaehong, and Lunatic-Hai looks like they'll be stopped right here. Yeah, there's the hold. Overtime coming in. And Panker just needs to get rid of some annoying members on the point. For the moment, though, Lunatic-Hai. There we go. All right. Overtime. And so, 1 point for Lunatic-Hai, and I gotta say, for starting off with a minute, they really made that minute count.
Super impressive. But again, Eska, you can see that patience. They waited until the last like 2 or 3 seconds to drop.
Yep.
But the patience really paid dividends for them because they got the charge up on Eska's ultimate. He stayed long enough to be able to throw that blizzard onto the point. And even though Dance had the tack visor, looked like he might clean everybody up there, charge at the end, shut him down after the tack visor was done, and no more damage from KongDoo Uncia.
It is.
Take that point.
It is scary just how fast a good May can still build up that blizzard. I mean, he did that in about 50 seconds.
Yeah. Birdring on Genji now, and Dance on Soldier. Big difference. Nope, Birdring going back to the Roadhog. Interesting. And same thing from Lunatic-Hai. Not going to mess with the formula that has shown them more success on this map. Jaehong standing well in the back. That's a surprising place for Zarya to start out with, or start out. See if Miro's going to stay up there. He is the god of Zarya engages at using the right-click rocket jump.
Yep. Feeling quite good. All right, KongDoo Uncia on the offense. And we'll see what Dance can do. Just fires that right click in there. Looks a little bit of damage on the Miro. It'll block in as his team comes in. And they've got 1:35 to go. As they push on the payload, a little bit more than Lunatic-Hai had available, and they were able to get it done.
Let's try not to, oh, nice. Okay, so they avoid it. You wait for the Lucio speed boost and zip by.
Yep.
That's a really crucial wall. Great coordination from KongDoo on the entry.
Up on the high ground. Here's where they just try to build some ultimates up behind Panker's shield. We'll see how fast they can do it.
And it's only at 34% right now. And that's a huge hook! Huge hook!
With the hook onto Dance. And that is disaster for KongDoo Uncia. They need him back, and more importantly, they needed him to stay alive to build that ultimate up.
Dance actually switches to the Widowmaker now. He knows that there's no chance for him to get his ult up compared to Eska, so he's just got to stay at range. I actually think this is smart. Like, if you're
I agree.
under these circumstances, I think you got to make that swap.
You need the picks. There's no other option now at this point. And he comes in, he's looking for them. Fatal with one onto Taejun. Birdring gets the heal, he has to back away, kill onto Dean. KongDoo Uncia starting off, not doing too bad. A lot of damage being done by Dance, even if he's not getting the kills himself. And KongDoo Uncia, I think they're going to take point A.
Ooh, sniper wars right here. That gets a little risky.
Yeah,
with biotic grenade onto the feet. So Jaehong still has the nano boost though. So ult advantage to Lunatic-Hai. 49 seconds. Unlikely KongDoo's going to take this, but maybe it'll be a miracle.
Well, Dance with that Widowmaker again. He's not landing the killing blow himself, but he has done a decent amount of damage with this Widowmaker. There's the ultimate. They know where everybody is on Lunatic-Hai. KongDoo Uncia onto the point right now. They've got the self-destruct. Fatal trying to chase people away. He's in a bit of danger here. Oh, they do take down Jaehoong, though. There's the freeze. The Blizzard coming in. They're going to drop the Earth Shatter as well, but no follow-up for Lunatic-Hai. Gets a little bit of it. Eska trying to get the kills here. Oh, but he's taken out before he could get the kill onto Lucid, I believe. Dance onto the point now, drops a mine. There's the kill onto Taejun. Oh, KongDoo Uncia making a lot of progress on the point right now.
Yeah, but is it going to be enough, Joe? He's got to go for the epic. No, Earth Shatter gets blocked.
Wow, yeah. And meanwhile, Fatal gets the nano boost, comes around the side, tries to get into the spawn. There's the overtime now, and there's the sound barrier. They've got it. And they're building a little bit. Earth Shatter comes in. Diva Ultimate, Anchor again with those 2 kills. But now here comes Jaehoong. He's over on the Winston now, as Fatal just tries to keep himself up on the point. Lunatic-Hai going all tanks all the time, man. Trying to keep him off. Halfway done. They're nearing completion. Eska comes in again. He's got to buy some time with that Ice Block. He gets booped off. There's the overtime. It's still going. And KongDoo Uncia, can they do it? Can they get the 3-0? Fatal with the kill, and Lunatic-Hai still holding barely on to their tournament life right now. It is close, but Panker swing away. Earth Shatter comes in, blocked again by Dean, and Panker still gets the kill. They have less than 1 tick to go, and Diva Force Off comes back on again. There's the ultimate. Ooh, could be big. They're gonna zone, and they're gonna get it! KongDoo Uncia with the 3-0 over Lunatic-Hai. They are going to the semifinals.
What impressive team play, particularly at the end there. The number of times that they charge somebody off, knock somebody off that point with Diva, boop somebody off with Lucio, just to slowly build up those ticks. It was played extremely well. And yeah, it was a 3-0 Doa, but that was one of the closest 3-0s I've ever seen. Like,
seriously,
any of those matches could have gone either way.
Absolutely, man. I mean, Lunatic-Hai did the best they can, and the thing is, it was like we said at the beginning of the match. Lunatic-Hai comes into this with a very binary style, but incredible individual